Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a different type of video. First of all, I want to say, don't come for me because my nail broke. Don't come for me. Today's video is actually going to be like a Q&A video. Also, if you guys have any more questions, definitely comment down below. Also, make sure you follow me on my social media because that is where I ask you guys for the questions, and that is where I interact with you guys the most. So definitely check me out on there. So the first question is, are you left-handed or right-handed? Because I see you use both in your videos. Like when you say left-handed or right-handed, they mean like what hand do you write with? I write with my right hand, but I am ambidextrous because I do things with both hands. Like I play basketball on both sides. Like I can like lift things on both sides. I do my makeup with both hands. Like I say I'm ambidextrous. I write hella sloppy with both hands. So you be the judge. What's the hardest thing about being in a long-term committed relationship very young? I'm grown. All right, let me stop. Dang, this is a hard one. The hardest thing might be communication, just because when you're young, you don't really want to communicate. Like, it's such a mature thing to communicate, and I don't think people notice that. Like, it's not easy for young people to communicate because when you're young, you want to believe what you want to believe. You know what I mean? You don't want someone to tell you how it is or like to tell you, you get what I'm saying? So it's hard to communicate that way. Sitting back and saying, let me understand this situation, let me understand this person, instead of just, this is right, this is wrong. A hard thing about being young and being in a committed relationship is, well, it depends on your circumstance, but for me and my boyfriend, we don't get to see each other a lot because we both work and then we don't live with each other. So that might be a hard thing, being that like when you're older, or like even when you're older, like, and you have your own apartment, like your boyfriend can come over whenever you want. But like when you live in your mom's house, it's like, that's not how it's gonna go. It's not by your rules and vice versa. So that might be a little complicated. The hardest part would be learning how to communicate with each other properly. And that's something that you're gonna learn through with time. No one goes into a relationship knowing how to deal with that person. That whole relationship, you're gonna be learning about that person, you're gonna be getting to know that person, and you're gonna learn how to deal with that person. Please do more videos with your boyfriend. Do you need a license to work in makeup? You do not need a license to work in makeup. That is like a conspiracy. That's not true. It does give you a one-up because it's just like, oh, if you have your license, I mean, you know the basics and they kind of know what they're getting into. A person can go and have their license and walk into a job with a person like me who's never even been to cosmetology school, and I would get the job. It all depends on your finesse, your portfolio, your experience. Most jobs like Sephora and MAC and stuff like that, you need sales experience and you need to know a little about makeup, but I don't think you need to go to cosmetology school to do makeup. No. How do you stay close to God in a time like today? That is a good question. It's hard. Like, I'm gonna say right here, right now, like, it's been times when I drifted away from God. Like, it's been times when I drift away from God and I'm like, oh, sugar snap, I gotta get back. Like, I gotta get back. Like, I'm too lost, I'm too far gone. If you like Jake, you know. All right, but sometimes I'm like, I'm too far gone, I need to get back. Like, where am I going, and like, how did I end up here? And a lot of times that happens when I like, say if I like sin and I don't ask for forgiveness because I'm shaming myself so much, and I'm like, you know, I don't sit down and speak my truth with God and have that conversation with him and get through that, and I just keep it on my conscience. That usually pulls me apart. So what I would say is always communicate with God. Is if you if you in faith, you know what I mean. Always communicate, as in like praying, as in like if you need to fast and you need to ask him to show you something or to put something in your heart, or if you just need to discipline yourself, basically doing the things that you need to do to nourish your relationship with him. But yeah, just filter out your life. Also, the things you eat, the things you say, your language, just try to filter those things in, because a lot of those things invite other things into your life that basically create a distance between you and God. What's life after high school? I guess they mean like what's life like after high school? And life is hard. Life is hard. Like, it's not hard, it's hard. All right, life is hard after high school, and I know it's just gonna get harder. That is what makes it worse. Like, when it's tough and you know this is not even it yet. Like, so when you're on a roller coaster and you're first going up and you're like, and you get that feeling in your tummy, and then it's like, ooh, and then when it like starts going fast and going down, and you're like, ah. Right? Like when you first get out of high school, it's like, oh, it's like that feeling in your stomach, like, oh. And then I imagine like the rest of my 20s and my 30s would be like, oh. I imagine my life finally being settled like at like 40 something. Like I probably would be like okay, and like especially since I took off school when I got right out of high school. I got out of high school late, and then I took off school. I didn't go straight to school. So that made it harder, being that now I'm in a certain position where I need to keep my job. I don't have the luxury of like not working and just going to school. Now I have to do both because my time has run out. Balancing, like trying to balance relationships, family with work and with school, like trying to balance all of those things is hard, plus your faith. Like all of that is really, really hard. But you have to really organize your life. Like basically know what is most important, know what you need to get done, do it, actually, you know, follow through with the plan. And you know, that kind of makes it a little bit easier when you kind of know. You don't necessarily have to know exactly where you're going in life, but just know how you want to go there. You get what I'm saying? Like wherever it is, know how you want to go there. Why don't you have female friends? I don't have female friends. I have female friends. But the only, like, I have a friend named Shayna. She's like my sister. Like, we knew each other for mad long. Like, I can go to her for literally anything. Like, she knows everything about me. Even though we don't talk every single day. We're not together every single day because we both really, really busy. But, like, that's my sister. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. But it's not like, oh, let me take a picture so you guys don't see them. Do you plan on living in New York forever? So there might be a drastic change in my life pretty soon, and I might have to move, and I'm thinking about moving outside of New York just because I cannot afford New York rent. Like, it's $2,000 for a decent studio. Like, it's nuts out here. Like, on my budget, I would have to roommate with people, and I don't know how that would be. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure it all out, but I know that eventually I do want to move outside of New York. Okay, so that is all the questions I'm going to answer today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I like filming these videos. Like, subscribe to me if you haven't already, because what is you doing? Also, click the description bar down below and follow me on my other social medias. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next time.